All right, when we're looking at bivariate data or scatter plots, there's a couple different correlations we're going to see. First thing we need to look at, well, is it linear or nonlinear? And that means, is our data trending in the form of a line? If it is, we have two main types of linear relationships in our bivariate data. So I have some examples up here. The first one I'm going to look at is this one right here. I know it's linear because if I'm drawing a line through it, a trend line that kind of goes, it all kind of follows a straight line. What I'll sometimes look at is I'll kind of do over the data, under the data, and I can see, oh yeah, I got a nice little tube coming down here. So I know it's linear. But now that it's linear, I want to know, well, is it positive or is it negative? Well, I'm thinking back to my graphs. I know that positive graphs are always going to have that kind of upward trend. So this would be a positive linear relationship. So we have positive linear relationship for our first example. The second one I'm going to look at is my one over here in the middle, this guy. Now for him, I want to do kind of the same process. I'd like to draw a line below the data, line kind of above all the data plots, and I can see that I have that tube shape kind of forming, right, where everything fits in there. So I can use that to draw my trend line. And notice on this one that since it's going from the top right to the bottom, or top left to the bottom right, it kind of looks like it's going down, right? So this one would be a negative, because whenever we're looking at our graphs, any graph that is trending from left to right downwards is going to be a negative relationship, because that means as our x values are increasing, our y values are decreasing over time. Okay, so we have a negative relationship. Now lastly, I got to come over here to this guy at the end, right? Because not all bivariate data sets or scatter plots are going to have a linear correlation. If I look at this and I try and say, well, can I draw any kind of lines? Well, no, because there's some there and there's some going kind of down that way and this way, and I get some people may argue that it's going straight across, but really there's no kind of correlation, right? As I have too many dots here that are going as, you know, different y values for the same x, and here I have the same y values for different x's. So what this one is this is no correlation. There's no kind of relationship. Correlation. Sorry, I gotta spell it out. There's no correlation between this data. This would be something like the number of hours that you sleep every night and how it relates to the number of pets that you have, or how it relates to your favorite type of food. There's not really a correlation in those kind of things, whereas positive and negatives, we see more of a relationship. So things to pull out of it. We have our bivariate data. We have positive trends where we have positive linear, we have negative linear trends that are going down, and we have no correlation when there's no relationship between the data.